Hello, this is Abby with Cookies and Crochet. Today I wanted to do a tutorial for the crochet face mask that I had made and kind of shared about, but I had a request actually for a tutorial on how to make it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Now I do have two different options. We have basically the standard mask, which is not for like all day use, more for like if you're going to the grocery store, you're going to the bank, a standard mask. It does have the flap, so you can slide your filter in and out easily, but it just has the basic one layer ear loop, and it fits like this. Okay, so it goes to about just under the chin. You've got it up here around your nose. This is how it fits. So this is the one I made for myself. I also have what I am calling the deluxe version, which is the one that I made for my husband, and I did share about that in my other video, but I had some comments and questions on how I did the back part. The one on my husband's has this middle part, but also the two side edges, and I did reinforce the ear loop on his with single crochets because he will be wearing them all during his shift. It needs to be, you know, durable, strong, and have extra protection for his face. So I will be doing, I will be making two separate tutorials, one for the standard mask and then one for the deluxe version, just so it's not one long hour-long video. And if someone wants to make the standard, you can watch one video. If you want to make the deluxe version, you can watch the other video. So I thought that would be easier. So what I used for this mask, this is the standard mask. I used I have made them in 3 different yarn types. I made some in 100% acrylic. I made some, the deluxe version is the made with 100% mercerized cotton, which is very strong. It's been chemically treated to be strong, so it will not easily tear. And then I made this one is with, this yarn is 68% cotton, 32% acrylic. And this is Yarn and Colors. So I made that. You can make yours with all one color. I just did a contrast color so you can see the work that I did. That's the only reason. So yes, and I am using a 5mm hook for both masks. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start by making the standard face mask, standard crochet face mask. So you're going to get your yarn, get your hook, Gonna make a slip knot. We're going to chain 32 to get started. I'm going to assume you know how to do these stitches. I will show you them, but I'm going to assume you are not a beginner, that you know how to crochet. So this is not for beginners. This is for, I'm assuming you know how to crochet, you know the stitches, you know the terms, that type of thing. Okay, so I have my 32 chains, and we are going to single crochet in the second loop from the hook. So go ahead and do a single crochet, and we're going to do 7 more, so a total of 8 single crochets. I am using a part acrylic, part cotton yarn for this one. Like I said before, you can use 100% acrylic. I do want to give you a warning though. It traps heat. So like I said, if you're going to be wearing this all day or for a long periods of time, it's going to get hot on your face. Whereas the cotton, it is absorbent and it is breathable. So it allows airflow. So it would be probably more comfortable if you're going to wear it a long time to use the cotton. Okay, so we have 8 single crochets now. So now we're going to do 15 of the extended single crochets. So extended single crochet is like a single crochet, it's just longer, it's taller, kind of like a double crochet. So you're going to go into this loop, yarn over, pull through, so you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. That is the extended single crochet, and you're going to do 14 more of those, 15 total. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, that's all it is. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. That is the extended single crochet. Okay, and I'm sure there are tutorials on YouTube for how to do an extended single crochet if you want to go look that up. It is so easy though, it really is. Once you get the rhythm down, it's really easy. They go fast, and they're taller, like I said, taller stitches, kind of like a double crochet. But they are tight and close together like a single crochet, like a normal single crochet is. Okay, so we're just going to keep going along here until you have 15 of these extended single crochets, and you know the first row on the chain is the slowest. And so bear with me here. I can't keep track or count as I'm talking, but I don't like the awkward silence, so I try to talk. Okay, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, got 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. And one more. 15. All right, now we're going to do another 8 single crochet, and then we are done with the first round. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one. 8. All right, we did it. Very good. All right, so you should have 8 single crochet, and you can go ahead and count them. 15 of the extended single crochet, and then 8 more single crochet to make your first round of this mask. Okay, so go ahead and count to make sure, and then once you have your count, we will start the next round. You can pause the video if you need to. I've made so many of these, I am sure that I have what I need. Okay, so let's chain 1. Always going to chain 1. Every single round is the same. You're just going to keep doing 8 single crochets, 15 extended single crochets, and then 8 more single crochets. That's the entire mask. You're going to do this for 17 rounds. Okay? I will go ahead and do one more round with you, and then I will go ahead and move forward to show you the back and the sides and the ear loops. So I'm just doing the single crochets right now, and you always want to keep count because it will change the shape of the mask if you either miss a stitch or if you do too many of the singles or too many of the extended. You will change the shape of the mask, so you want to be very sure that you do 8 of this, 8 on one end, 15 in the middle, 8 on the other end. So always make sure, take your time, do it right, otherwise it will not look right, it will not fit your face right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. All right, I'm going to keep going, and I will see you after 17 rounds, and we will get on to the ear loops. Okay, so now this is not 15 rows, but I did, or 17, excuse me, but I did want to make the note, when you get your rows done, you want to go ahead and measure your mask. Get out your tape measure. You're going to measure in inches. You want to measure across from one side to the other. So this is about 9 inches. If you can see that, you want to lay it flat as you can. So a little over 9 inches wide. And then you want to measure the length of it, which is about 4.5. Now I made a tiny one just because this is an example. So this is not a full-size mask. I made mine. I think they're all about the same as far as width, but the length, it depends on who you're making it for. So this could actually be for a child. It might be a little long, but or a little bit wide, but as far as the length of it. So anyway, but you always want to measure. So if you have somebody specifically you're making them for, measure from ear to ear, across the face, across the top of the nose, and then the other measurement would be from the top of the nose to, like I said, right under the chin, so you know, you have a better idea. So now what we're going to do, we're going to make the ear loops. So trying to have as less loose ends to tie in the end. We're just going to keep going. So we're going to chain 25. Actually, for this one, I'm going to chain 20. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the other end here at the bottom, right there. We're going to slip stitch into that first stitch. And there is one ear loop made. Okay, then what I do, I go ahead and single crochet across the bottom row here all the way to the other side right here, where I'm going to make another 20 chains. This is your loose end you're going to tie in. You're going to make another 20 chains for the ear loop. Do the same here, slip stitch up here, and then single crochet across the top. So we will go ahead and do that, and I'm just going to get started, and then I'll pause and you guys can finish up. So just single crochet in each stitch across the bottom row here. This just makes it look neater, but it also helps you so you don't have a lot of loose ends to tie in. You're just continuing on. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and I will meet you back in just a minute. Okay, so I have single crocheted all across the bottom edge here. Here's the one loop. Now I'm at the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and make 20 chains on this end for the opposite ear loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slip stitch on the other end right into this first single crochet right there. Just go in under both loops there, pull it out, and then pull it out again. So now you have both ear loops. And then what I do, I go ahead and do the same thing, single crochet in each stitch across the top. And I will meet you on the other side and show you how to do the end. Okay? Okay, so I single crocheted all the way across the top edge now, and I'm back here in this corner. Now what I'm going to do, instead of breaking the yarn, I want to slip stitch in the ends right along this edge so it looks clean, neat, and professional. You do not have to do this if you don't want to, but I think it gives it a finished look, and so that is what I did. So again, we're just going to go ahead and do this so we don't have to tie in any more loose ends. So you're just going to go in the stitch, pull it through, and then pull it through again, and just do that in each row down, or you can do it every other row. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to be pulling it tight. You just want to, it's more for looks than anything. It's not really, you know, it doesn't really serve a purpose, although it does make it a little bit more sturdy, I think. So I'm just slip stitching in each row down. And you can see it gives it a nice finished look. So you don't have that kind of frayed looking edge. There we go. Okay, so there it is. Okay, and then what I do is I go into this single crochet right up here, go under both loops there, and I'm going to slip stitch one last time, and there it is. Okay, now this is where I am going to cut the yarn. Just pull it up, and I forgot my scissors. Anyway, so you're going to cut this, and that will be an end you have to tie in or sew in, and then you can do the same for this side, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're going to do the slip stitches on this side. So go ahead, and I cut my yarn. I'm going to make another slip knot, insert my hook. Now we're going to go on this end. Go ahead and go into this first one. I'm going to slip stitch in there just to kind of start the row, and then you can start your way down just to make it all uniform as possible. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing instead of looking at the camera to see if it's in focus, and I don't do tutorials very often for this reason. Just disclaimer, this is not professional tutorial. Not professional crochet either, just passionate. Okay, so we got to the end, so I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, and I've got strings everywhere. So I'm going to go into this single crochet right here, go under both, pull through, and then pull through again. And we're going to pull that, and I'm going to cut it. And that's an end to tie in. Now what I do, and you can do this or you cannot do this, but I go ahead and tie a knot just to keep it secure while I'm working on the rest of the mask, and then I will tie in those ends. Okay, so now this is the front of the mask, and you can always tell the bottom from the top by the last row of the stitches, but also with your right end right here. So this is the bottom, this is the top. So we will go ahead and start the back now. Okay, so now we are ready to start on the back. The back layer of the mask. So we're going to do a slip knot again. And what we're going to do, you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the start. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the start of your 15 extended single crochets. So that's where you want to go in, because you just want to do the nose and the mouth part. You don't want to do the sides. So we're going to slip stitch in there. And all the way across. No, yeah. So you're going to do this 15 times, just slip stitch across. And again, make sure your count is right. If you do too many, and if you do too few, it's not going to be right on your face. So you want to make sure you are doing 15. You want to make sure you're not cutting in on either side, because I have made that mistake and had to rip it out and do it again. True story. I think that's 15. Let's count. And you always want to count this one too, because that is going into the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, 15 exactly. All right, so now you're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet into the slip stitches. This will create the start of the back. And I tend to be a tighter I am not a loose crocheter at all. I am my stitches are usually tight. I don't try to do it, it just ends up that way. So I sometimes have to really work at getting my hook in there, getting the yarn under the other stitches. But anyway, so you're going to do this all the way across, and I'll meet you at the other side. Okay, so now I have 15 single crochets, and as you can see from the front, you really don't see the white. I mean, you just see these little loops. So now we are ready to start the back of the mask. So we did one row of the slip stitches, we did one row of single crochet, and now we're going to get into the extended single crochets. So if you remember how to do that, we're going to do those for another 17 rounds, or whatever size mask you are needing to do. Depends on how many rows you do. And remember the extended single crochet, you go in, pull up a loop, come through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to do this all the way across, and I will meet you when we are done. So you're going to go all the way down, and I'll show you how to connect at the bottom. Okay, so I have the back done. So this is the top of it, this is the bottom, so I'm right here. Now I'm going to put my hook down for just a minute. I want to show you, because you want this to curve around your face, and it is kind of a boat shape like this. You want the inside to be a little bit shorter than the outside, so it continues that curve. So as you can see, I'm trying to line it up as best as I can, and I still have a row free right here. So you want to stop short of making them the exact same length to make sure that it keeps that curve. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to slip stitch all the way across into that bottom row. So that will help keep the curve. Okay. So here we go. You also, again, want to make sure you're not going into the single crochet edge. So go ahead and count so you know you're starting at the 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to start in this one right here. Okay. Hold your place there. But first we're going to go into here. I just lost it, didn't I? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going into that one. Okay. All right, here we go. Slip all the way through and slip. Okay, so you're going to slip stitch all the way across. This is attaching the inside lining to the bottom of your mask. And then I'll show you what that looks like when we are all done. Okay, very good. Okay, so I finished my 15 slip stitches across the bottom. So I'll pull that, set my hook aside. I'm going to cut that. Pull it out, and as I said before, I go ahead and tie a knot, and then I will sew in that end. All right, and that is your mask. Now, of course, this is a miniature mask. This will probably fit a child. I did not make a full-size mask. This was just for the demonstration. But here is the full-size mask. that I made. So this fits my face. And that's all there is to it. And you will put the filter inside there. You can take it out so you can wash it and dry it. And that's all. And do be looking for the video for the deluxe version of this mask. I will be putting it out soon. So watch out for that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helps, and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.